Good morning, everybody. I just had to have a hot bath because these little sods have just chased a cat and pulled me into a bush. Just like butter wouldn't melt. And look what he's done. It got really muddy, so I put blankets all over the sofa. Put blankets all over my jumpers and handbag. And he has dug them all up and laid on both of my clean jumpers and got them covered in mud. Look at that. And even you're only half on the blanket. Look at that. So we're having one of those mornings because I was walking down the car park with them and a cat under a bush. I'm like that. And they went to drag me down the alleyway as well because that's where the cat ran. But luckily, the sound of me falling in that bush, I was going to say, but hitting that bush, I literally went poof, and they carried on down an alleyway that way. So I literally swang, whacked into this bush, and the sound of me hitting the bush is what stopped them chasing the cat. So thankfully they stopped because they would have carried on dragging me down the alleyway and God knows where else. There's a road down the end of that. So yeah, it's been one of those mornings with these darling dogs. But anyway, I walked them after that, got home, so I've taken some painkillers and I got straight in a hot bath because I'm probably going to have whiplash now. Happy days. I don't know. Anyway, I had a long day yesterday, so I didn't vlog yesterday because I went to my brother's with my mum. And then on the way home, we went to the garden centre and we were meant to go for lunch. But because it's half term, it was hammering it down with rain all day yesterday. Well, all afternoon. So we had a look in the cafe and it was heaving. So we would have been in there probably an hour just to get served and wait for our food and stuff. So we didn't eat there in the end, but we did pick up my pottery painting that I did with my friend and her daughter, which I actually got the phone call for last week. It's been there for like 2 weeks. When did I go? Weekend after last. So yeah, nearly 2 weeks. And I went to go when they rang me last week, but there had been a car accident on the road right outside where the pottery painting is. So I couldn't get there. I had to turn off and come back home. And I thought, I'll go another day. And we did it yesterday. And here it is. Can you see that? And there is my mandatory smiley face. I love that green on the back. That's a really nice green. A couple of these stars aren't great, but the rest are nice. These stars are nice, and then these two didn't go so well. But yeah, I thought we'd open that together. That's really nice. That's going to go up on my shelf. Let me show you. Ooh. Right, he's going to go up next to my Alexa, turn on lounge lights 100%. That one's Luke. And that one's me. That one's got wine. And that one's got beer. Ha ha ha. So that is going to go. There we are. That's where I put all my cool stuff. Still got my birthday cards up there. And my mum got me this little spotty dog. It's got a little tail at the back, look. It's got a little face. So I need to get some little, I want to get some fake flowers. Fake flowers. Oh, it's still early, I can't talk properly yet. I want to get some little pretty fake flowers to go in my little vase. Neighbour's just coming to work. Got the window open. Yeah, so that is my little J. And I did try and say to Luke, would he like to come and do an L? Because he came with me for my 40th last year and he painted a mug. And I want an L to go up there with the J, but he's not really interested. So next time I go, I'm going to do an L, and then we'll have both of our initials up there. That reminds me, actually, I did show these on here when I picked them up, but they're still in the bag. Rustle, rustle, rustle. Sorry about the noise. There's the other one I did, but I'm going to take them out now because upside down. I love them. I rewrapped them up to show Luke and then never actually got round to putting them out. So, because my stones at the moment are in a NutriBullet lid. So let's pop you on there. Turn that off. And then decide what stones are going to go where. Should we do it colour coded? Got rose quartz and amethyst. I've got a couple of these coloured pinky ones. So I could this one shed sand. This is from the desert. It's really cool, that one. But the sand comes out of it. Jasmine. Clear quartz. Jasmine. Got a little shell in there as well. My little collection. There's some little itty bitty tiny ones. This one I got free in there's a shop we went to in town, and if you bought something she gave you a little bit of, I think it's, I don't want to guess what it is. But yeah, so no, I dropped it. Some of them are really cute. Oh, I broke it. That's not good, is it? And there we go. That is what I made those little dishes for. Put my little rocks in. Another thing I need to do is send this to my friend that was too poorly. says best friends, and it's a little picture of us pottery painting after my 40th last year. And I got them done after my birthday. About 2 days afterwards, I sent the picture off and got, how many of us were there done? 4 or 5 of these done. And there's one friend I haven't seen yet, and I need to send her that. I need to put a little note in there actually. Let's write her something nice. What shall I put? To Catsy. This has been sitting on my window sill for over a year. I hope it brings you some cheer. Chin up. How very English of me. Chin up. Spring is almost here. Lots of love, Joey. Draw a picture of a cat. She's got 5 cats. And her name's Cat. How cool is that? I am no good at drawing, look at this. I draw like a 3-year-old. And they've got pointy teeth, haven't they? Give him a couple of fangs, there we go. Just because I can't draw doesn't mean I won't draw. Right, let's put that in there. With that. And I need to go to the post office. Stick on some smiley face stickers. Oh, look at those. Always smiley faces. All the time. Hopefully they make it. Actually, I'll make sure they make it. I'm going to put sellotape on them. There we go. Now the stickers will definitely stay on. I've got so much stuff to do. I've still got this washing hanging in my lounge, and we've just bought a tumble dryer. I need to get around to doing that today. But I've just found these. I need to have a clear out. There's loads of stuff I need to get rid of. Look at this. This has been in my kitchen a couple of weeks because washing machine's done. To Joe, I am very sorry for writing on the wall, I won't do it again. From Henry. Because I went into work a couple of weeks ago, and one of the kids has drawn in mud all over the walls, which is my job to clean off. And he'd written initials, and then there was like more letters all the way up the stairs. There was finger marks, handprints, which is fine, play in the mud outside, not on the walls. So I had a little moan. And then the teacher brought the kid down to come and apologise to me. And he was only little. So I was like, oh, how could I be mad? And he brought me a little note. So that was very sweet. And I found this as well. I quite like this. Can you hear that banging? I keep hearing that. I think we've got birds in the loft or on the roof. Anyway, leave the city of your comfort and go into the wilderness of your intuition. You can't get there by bus, only by hard work and risk, and by not quite knowing what you are doing. What you'll discover will be wonderful. What you'll discover will be yourself. And that was in a recycling bin that I empty, which has only ever got paper in it, so it's not dirty or anything like that. But I quite like that. Alan Alda. And then there's patterns on the back. But I quite like that. But now it's time to say goodbye because I need to clear some stuff out. I've got so much stuff. Just need to have a good old blitz of the flat and get rid of a load of stuff. But yeah, thought I'd show you those. They're empty. Oh. I was going to film me shutting them up and putting them away, but they've been taped shut. There's this one. When I say shut, I mean they've been taped so they stay open. Ah. There we go. I could do that one. That one looks like it's been sellotaped. Let's have a look. I had to turn that one upside down. Yeah, this one doesn't shut. Well, that was anticlimactic. But I put one of them away anyway.